Just copy this code and paste it. Remix ID. Remix ID. Yeah. Okay. Now let's move on. Variables and types. There are three types of variables: solitary, local, declared inside a function and are not stored on blockchain. A state variable declared outside a function to maintain the state of the smart contract, stored on blockchain. Global provide information about the blockchain. They are injected by the Ethereum virtual machine during runtime. Includes things like transaction, sender, block, timestamp, block hash, etc. There are more examples of global variables. So we have three types of variables inside a smart contract. One is local, that resides inside the function, which have such life of the execution of that function. After that, we will not uh, able to retain the value of that variable. Whereas state variables declare outside the function and maintain the state of the smart contract. Means when you create a smart contract and deploy it on that smart contract, state variable will going to decide. If let's say you have variable a and then you have incremented a value in it to 1, next time you will get that value, you will get the value 1 rather than 0, because it kept the state. See, the global variable and global variables are sub in, those variables that is injected by the Ethereum machine during runtime. There are many global variables like these are the list of variables that we more use, like that message or sender the message or value, number of resent by the message, send the message, then message or data, complete call data, block time, step block number. So these are the global variables that we get inside the code, uh, and that we can use it to fetch the sender information, the block information that we will use in later sections. Okay. Do read about them here in detail. Now let's move on. The scope of variable is defined by where they are declared, not their value setting. A local variable value to a global variable does not make it global variable, so it is still only accessible within the scope. So it's about the variables are about their scope, not their values. Means that if you set a global value to a local variable, then it will not going to change its scope. It will not going to reside forever. It will going to destroy after the function is called. um, uh, so it will going to reset after the function is called. So values didn't define the scope, the variable didn't define the scope of that variable. Rather the uh, rather the setting of a variable will define their scope, that where we are defining that variables. What are the state variables already? They are declared inside a function and are not stored on a blockchain. They are declared outside a function and stored in a blockchain. They provide information about blockchain. So state variable declared outside function and stored on a blockchain. Okay, so there it is. It's look big, but it have comments, so let's copy it and let's read it here, paste it here and let's read it. Okay, so there are different type of variables in it. Let's see, are they defining it or not? Okay, they have they have given us all the syntax which is required. So let me explain it. The variables. Okay. There's a contract with the name variables. You can name anything. First we have uint. It means unsigned integer. Uint stands for unsigned integer, meaning non-negative integers. Different sizes are available. Example, uint ranges from 2 is to power 8 minus 1. Then uint 256 is from 0 to the power 256. And the public keyword means that the variable can be accessed internally by the contract and can also be read by the external world. So this is basically the scope of that variable, that it will we can access it from outside also. So these are the state variable that we have defined it here. Okay, so the first type is uint. We can define them like that also. 32 uint 256. So basically uint is by default, this unit is by default is uint 256. Okay, so uint is alias for uint 256. Okay, now just so what if we want to use negative numbers? For negative numbers are allowed for int types. Example, int 256 ranges from -2 to 255 to the power 255 to the power -1. It means that from negative to positive value. In integer we can use negative value also. Int is same as int 256. You have all the option of int 8, int 32, int 58. So why these options are there? Because it will going to save the guess if we use suitable variable for any particular action. You will learn about the optimization when you going to be experienced in this smart contracts. So you will going to learn it later. First, just to remember that you have all these type of variables here, data types here. Now address stands for Ethereum address. It got address wallet, the wallet address, or any Ethereum address can be stored in this variable, in this data type. This is address data type. Then bool is true and false. Then we go to unassigned variables have been default value. So few unassigned, so these unassigned variable have default value, like bool have false, uint has 0, int has 0, address is this 00 address. Now let's see the local variable. This is a function with the public scope. There is a local variable in it. It's inside the function, so that's why we called it local variable. Okay, and now see the global variables. Global variable block timestamp tells us what the timestamp for the current block. Message or center tells us which address call the do something function. Uint timestamp and block.timestamp. So it gives us block.timestamp in the current block timestamp in Unix format. Then message.sender has an address of one who is calling this function. As we have seen that, as we save it, what is this? Okay, these are some warning. Okay, and we can just ignore them right now and just deploy it again. Okay. Okay. So basically, I have deployed a contract from this address. If I set my wallet to this address and then call this function, do something. So what we get here is the address from which I am calling this function. This address, not the address from which I have deployed this contract. So this is very useful global variable that we will going to use in many smart contracts. So let's move on. Okay, so what does uint stands for? Unsigned integer. What is the range of uint8? It's 0 to raised to power 8 minus 1. And what is default value of bool? It's false. And what is the default value of address variable? Is 0 0. So now let's move on to the next syntax, which are functions, loops, and if else.